The NBA draft is one of the most exciting events in basketball. Every year, teams have the chance to add talented players to their rosters and improve their chances of winning a championship. But not every draft pick is a home run. The New York Knicks are one of the most storied franchises in NBA history. However, they haven't won a title since 1973 and haven't been to the NBA Finals since 1999. In this video, we'll take a look at some of the best and worst draft picks in the history of the New York Knicks. The Knicks have had their fair share of hits and misses in the draft. Let's start with some of the best picks. Number one on our list is Patrick Ewing. The Knicks selected Ewing with the first overall pick in the 1985 draft, and he quickly became one of the greatest players in franchise history. Ewing led the Knicks to 2 NBA final appearances and was an 11-time All-Star. Patrick Ewing played 15 seasons for the New York Knicks, from 1985 to 2000. Here are his career statistics with the New York Knicks. Points per game, 22.8. Rebounds per game, 10.4. Assists per game, 2.7. Blocks per game, 2.7. Field goal percentage, he shot the ball at 50%. All-Star selections, 11 times. All NBA selections, 7 times. And like I said earlier, NBA final appearances twice, 1994 and 1999. Ewing is widely considered one of the greatest players in Knicks history, and his number 33 jersey has been retired by the team. He was inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame in 2008. Another great pick by the New York Knicks was Willis Reed. The team selected Reed with the 8th overall pick in the 1964 draft, and he went on to lead the Knicks to 2 NBA championships in the 1970s. Reed was a 7-time All-Star and was named the NBA Finals MVP in both of the Knicks championship seasons. Willis Reed played 10 seasons for the New York Knicks from 1964 to 1974. His career statistics with the Knicks, he averaged 18 points a game, along with 12 rebounds a game, while shooting the ball at a 47% clip. He had 7 All-Star selections with the New York Knicks, including 5 All-NBA selections with the New York Knicks, to go along with 2 NBA Finals MVPs. Reed is considered one of the best Knicks players in team history, and his number 19 jersey has been retired by the team. He was inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame in 1982. So far here we have Patrick Ewing and Willis Reed. At number 3, we have Mark Jackson. Jackson was drafted 18th overall in 1987 and went on to have a successful 17-year career. He was an All-Star in 1989. He also ranked 2nd in assists in Knicks history. Mark Jackson played for the New York Knicks from 1987 to 1992, and then again for the 2001 and 2002 season. Jackson was known for his playmaking abilities and was one of the best passers in the NBA during his time with the New York Knicks. Overall, he had a successful NBA career, earning 1 All-Star selection and winning the NBA's Rookie of the Year in 1988. And now last on my list is Walt Clyde Frazier. Frazier came out in 1967, and he was a first-round pick, going number 5 overall. He was born on March 29th, 1945 in Atlanta, Georgia. He quickly became a star for the team, known for his smooth ball handling, flashy passes, and signature fashion sense. Still to this day, he actually works for the New York Knicks at MSG Networks. And still, every night you don't know what outfit or what suit he's going to bring onto the fashion scene. During his 10 seasons with the Knicks, Frazier helped lead the team to 2 NBA championships in 1970 and 1973. He was a 7-time All-Star and named to the NBA All-Defensive Team 7 times as well. After retiring from the NBA in 1980, Frazier worked as a broadcaster for the New York Knicks and currently serves as a color commentator alongside Mike Breen. He was inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame in 1987, and his number 10 jersey has been retired by the Knicks in 1979. All right, so those are some of my greatest Knicks draft picks in their history. But now let's take a look at the worst draft picks in Knicks history. At number 1 on my list, we have Frederick Weiss. Weiss was drafted 15th overall in the 1999 draft, but never played a single game for the New York Knicks. He is considered one of the biggest draft busts in NBA history and one of the worst Knicks draft picks ever. He is also most well known for being the player that Vince Carter famously dunked over during the 2000 Olympics. Coming into the draft, he was known for his defensive abilities and shot blocking prowess. Weiss spent his entire professional career playing in Europe. So he never played a game for the New York Knicks and was eventually traded to the Houston Rockets in 2008, but he did not play for them either. He later retired from professional basketball in 2011. Despite his lack of success in the NBA, Weiss is still regarded as one of the greatest French basketball players of all time. time. All right, second on my list, we have Michael Sweetney. The Knicks selected Sweetney with the 9th overall pick in the 2003 draft, and he was a huge disappointment. Sweetney struggled with his weight and conditioning issues and only played 3 seasons in the NBA before being out of the league by 2007. During his rookie season, Sweetney actually showed some promise. However, his performance in the following season just drastically declined. In his second season with the Knicks, Sweetney's playing time decreased and he was eventually traded to the Chicago Bulls. He played for the Bulls for 1 season before being waived. Sweetney's NBA career was short-lived and he struggled with weight and depression issues after retiring from the league. However, he has since turned his life around and has become an advocate for mental health awareness. So shout out to Michael Sweetney for that. Next on my list, we have Jordan Hill. Hill was drafted 8th overall in 2009, averaging 4 points and 3 rebounds per game. And of course, we all know this draft class as a Steph Curry draft class. The Knicks were 1 pick away from Steph Curry, and they wound up getting Jordan Hill. I digress. Jordan Hill's career statistics with the Knicks are 4 points a game, 2 rebounds a game, and shooting 43% from the field. Hill went on to play for several teams in the NBA, including the Houston Rockets, Los Angeles Lakers, Indiana Pacers, and the Minnesota Timberwolves. He just never lived up to his potential as a high draft pick and struggled with injuries and inconsistency. Next on my list, we have Frank Ntilikina. The Phil Jackson pick, Frank Ntilikina. The Knicks took Ntilikina 8th overall, passing up on players like Donovan Mitchell and Bam Adebayo. Ntilikina played professional basketball in France before being drafted by the Knicks. He quickly became known for his defensive abilities and his ability to play multiple positions. The thing that irks me about this draft class is that Phil Jackson made this selection and then was later fired by the New York Knicks. So you allowed him to make the selection of Frank Ntilikina and then you let him go. During his rookie season with the Knicks, Ntilikina showed flashes of potential, but then struggled with consistency and injuries. He only averaged 5 points a game to go along with 2 rebounds and 3 assists. Despite his struggles on the offensive end of the court, Ntilikina remained a valuable contributor for the Knicks due to his defensive abilities. As I'm recording this video, he is still in the NBA and is a member of the Dallas Mavericks. Now we have Kevin Knox. A year after the New York Knicks took Frank Ntilikina, the New York Knicks selected Kevin Knox. They selected him with the 9th overall pick in 2018, and the forward spent 3.5 seasons with the New York Knicks before later being traded to the Atlanta Hawks. But they took Kevin Knox 9th overall in front of players like Mikal Bridges, Miles Bridges, Michael Porter Jr., and the ultimate prize in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. During his rookie season, Kevin Knox actually played pretty good, averaged 12, 4, and 1 in 75 games, and he had 57 starts. But after that season, his playing time just decreased drastically to go along with his statistics as well. Us Knicks fans know Kevin Knox as a Summer League Knox. He was just a straight baller in the NBA Summer League, just looking like a man amongst boys, and was just awesome during Summer League, but he just never transformed that into real NBA games. We all saw the potential in Kevin Knox. He still has all the tools. He's still in the NBA. It just has never clicked with Kevin Knox. And hey, sometimes it just doesn't click with NBA players. He's still super young with tons of potential, but he's no longer on the New York Knicks. So there you have it, the best and worst draft picks in Knicks history. Who do you think should have made the list? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up on the video, and we'll see you next time. Peace.